Hi there, everybody. My name is John Sale. I am the band director at Parkwood High School, which is just outside of Monroe, North Carolina. We are just southeast of Charlotte, right on the South Carolina-North Carolina border. I'm incredibly excited to be in this class. This is one of those classes that I have looked forward to taking since I looked into the program. I like the concept of music supervision a lot. So a little bit about my area. I teach in a slightly suburban, slightly rural area. We're like the country suburbs, sort of Charlotte. Just outside of Waxhaw, for those of you who know the Charlotte area fairly well. Outside of being a teacher, I am a husband to a marvelous wife who loves me way more than she should, given the amount of time I give to my job. And I am a dad to a 4-year-old son who loves to go to the water park, and that's where I spend the majority of my days right now whenever I'm not doing schoolwork, but I'm being dad instead of teacher or student. I just got this gig at Parkwood High School, where I am the band director here now and not at the middle school anymore. And that's just I got it last week. I was moved up. My counterpart here decided to retire after 28 years of service to the North Carolina Public Schools. So I am swimming currently in work trying to manage a new band program and being a high school band director for the first time, on top of everything else, which is really fun. It's going to make this semester tons of fun for me. I'm looking forward to working with you all so that we can make everything work on all of our deadlines. Luckily for that. What makes me go to work every day? I love making music. And I love making music with students and helping them have musical moments. I also love helping students realize that they can do more than they ever thought they could. That's probably the number one thing that I try to do, is put an impossible goal or a goal that students have to reach for a little bit that they didn't think they could fulfill in front of them, and then showing students you are stronger than you know, you're smarter than you know, you can achieve so much more than you thought you could if you just reach a little bit, if you work a little bit harder, and if you do just a little bit more. So that's why I go to work every day, I think, more than anything else, because the job can be trying, but working with the students is probably what I love the most about it. I also really love creating systems and working inside of systems to make music programs run, because I know the importance of those and how important they were to me as a student. I'm the chairman of the band directors in Union County of North Carolina right now, and I look for different opportunities to serve in leadership roles and things such as that throughout my county and my band district. What is one song that's been on heavy rotation on my personal playlist? That's a really tough question, because I don't tend to listen to music. I know that sounds horrible, but I don't tend to listen to a lot of music outside of my job. I enjoy kind of being around silence for a little bit and just getting away from it all. But what has been on my personal playlist, I don't really listen to songs either, individual songs. I listen to Pandora, Spotify things that are on shuffle, so I'm not listening to the same artist over and over again most of the time. If there were three artists, let's say, that I've been listening to a lot lately, number one would be my Jon Batiste station on my Pandora, which Jon Batiste, for those of you who don't know, he's the new band leader for the Late Show band. And he has some really awesome music out there, and that station kind of plays some New Orleans jazz, Bad Voodoo Daddy, Louis Armstrong, that type of thing. It's swing, but it's more modern a lot of the times. Jon Batiste is known for his melodica playing. I love that because it reminds me of my trip to New Orleans that my wife and I took this past semester, and it's just been great to relive that through that. No Shame at All, my second one, would probably be My Chemical Romance station on my Pandora. My wife got me into it when we got married, and my angsty teenager just continues to come out. So that's great gym music for me. And then last, but most certainly not least, there's a band out of the Austin, Texas area, I believe, called Snarky Puppy, that is real kind of experimental, instrumental, sometimes jazzy, sometimes rocky, sometimes just fusion. They don't have a class because they really can't figure out exactly what they are and who they are. So they're one of my favorite groups as well. I look forward to working with you all in this class and hope to get to know you all better throughout what we're doing.